建设西部陆海新通道，是中国政府作出的重大决策部署，是“十四五”规划纲要明确的国家重大战略工程。西部陆海新通道位于中国西部地区腹地，北接丝绸之路经济带，南连21世纪海上丝绸之路，协同衔接长江经济带，在区域协调发展格局中具有重要战略地位。通道起自成渝地区，分别经贵阳、怀化、宜宾，中至北部湾出海口，形成东中西3条通路。以铁路为陆路运输骨干，港口为海上运输门户，发挥区域中心城市和物流节点城市的枢纽作用，辐射范围扩大到15个省区市，是交通物流经济深度融合发展的大通道。西部陆海新通道建设以来，保持强劲增长态势，显示出强大竞争优势和良好发展前景。合作机制不断完善，国家层面成立了由14个部委、中央企业和5个省区市共同组成的西部陆海新通道建设省部级联席会议机制，及时协调解决重大问题，推进重点任务落实。重庆市和国铁集团充分发挥省际协商合作机制和班列运输协调委员会作用，积极搭建沟通平台，加强协商合作。设施建设持续加强，主通道建设有序推进，渝怀铁路扩能，怀流铁路电气化改造，中老铁路建成投产，龙黄铁路叙永至 B 阶段桥隧工程基本建成，贵阳至南宁铁路等加快建设，北部湾国际门户港和杨浦国际集装箱枢纽港航线连接全球100多个国家和地区的300多个港口。2022年，集装箱吞吐量分别突破700万标箱和151万标箱，分别同比增长17%和34%，质量效益显著提升。通道实现集装箱班列天天班，并与中欧班列保持有效衔接，初步形成铁海联运和至中南半岛的跨境班列班车等物流组织模式。2022年，通道开行铁海联运班列8820列，发送集装箱44万标箱，中越跨境班列开行2182列，同比增长14.6%。中老铁路开通1周年，中老跨境班列开行3000列，完成运量1120万吨。服务功能持续增强，通关便利化水平和物流效率不断提升，国际贸易单一窗口广泛应用，多式联运一单制加快实施，沿线地区口岸全面推广应用提前申报等便利通关模式，进出口通关时间较2017年压缩1半以上。2022年4月，全国首列陆路起运港退税试点铁海联运班列成功抵达北部湾港，班列发出后即可享即发即退退税政策，有效激发市场活力，提升企业资金周转效率，合作开放全面拓展。区域全面经济伙伴关系协定正式签署后，通道沿线地区对外开放进程明显加快。相关省份依托中国东盟博览会等平台，不断深化区域合作和联动发展，通道品牌知名度和行业影响力日益提升，通道经济新增长点加速培育。2022年，西部陆海新通道沿线省区市与东盟国家完成贸易进出口总额8818亿元。展望未来，西部陆海新通道建设将坚持高质量发展方向， 进一步提升能力、效率和服务，全面支撑西部地区深度融入新发展格局。建设西部陆海新通道，是中国政府作出的重大决策部署，是“十四五”规划纲要明确的国家重大战略工程。西部陆海新通道位于中国西部地区腹地，北接丝绸之路经济带，南连21世纪海上丝绸之路，协同衔接长江经济带，在区域协调发展格局中具有重要战略地位。通道7次成渝地区，分别经贵阳、怀化、宜宾、中至北部湾出海口，形成东中西3条通路，以铁路为陆路运输骨干，港口为海上运输门户，发挥区域中心城市和物流节。
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Welcome to our live stream of iChongqing and Breaking News. I'm your host, Jan. Nice to see you again. The annual China's 2 sessions is here again. The second session of the 14th National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference opened today, and the second session of the 14th National People's Congress will open tomorrow. This marks the largest political event of the year in China, where deputies and members submit their motions and proposals for national governance. This year, for the 2 sessions, we are invited guests from various countries to delve into a pivotal topic that has been a significant suggestion for many years, that is, the new International Land Sea Trade Corridor. Joining us on the show today is Bella Miao from the Chongqing Academy of Social Sciences. Hi, Bella. Can you introduce yourself first?
Hello, everyone. My name is Bella Miao. I'm from Chongqing Academy of Social Sciences, and I'm very glad to here to talk with each other.
Thank you, Bella. We are also joined online by media and experts from Singapore, Vietnam, and Myanmar. Thank you all for being here with us today. The new International Land Sea Trade Corridor is a trade and logistics passage jointly built by provincial regions in Western China and ASEAN countries. We call it ILSTC in short. Today, the ILSTC reaches 490 ports in 120 countries and regions, expanding its reach and showcasing its immense global potential. Speaking of China's great initiative, Dr. Miao, how does the new International Land Sea Trade Corridor complement the Belt and Road Initiative, and what unique role does it play in regional integration efforts?
In my opinion, I think this corridor is a landmark project of the Belt and Road Initiative. It is under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, and the Chongqing as the operation centers and other China's western provinces such as Guangxi, Yunnan, Guizhou, Xinjiang, Shanxi, and this province will connect with ASEAN countries, and this route will use different transportation modes such as railway and sea transport or highway, and we hope this route will radiate to other regions in the world, such as Australia, New Zealand, and the Middle East and the Europe. And I think this route is to integrate the Chinese Western province to the ASEAN countries, and It is an opening route to economic cooperation and to integration. And this is my opinion.
Thank you, Bella. I think it's a great start for our live stream today. Well, actually, our team conducted many news coverage on this topic, investigating countries like Singapore, Laos, Vietnam, and Myanmar. Well, first, we will shift our focus to Singapore to connect Xu Jinsong from founder and CEO of Innovate Tech. Well, I will bring Jinsong to the screen. Hi, Jinsong.
Hi, good afternoon.
Could you please introduce yourself and your company to our audience?
Okay, sure. Yes, our company is a Singapore-based company, mainly focused on the manufacturing technology, and also we are expanding the Southeast Asia and the global operations. So our main offer is to leverage our experience as also the latest technology to provide the manufacturing technology to close the gaps in like quality, productivity, and the cost. So to achieve a balanced goal in the same solutions. My name is Jin Song from Innovatech. This company has been significantly contributed to the factories and our customers.
Yes, thank you, Jinsong, for your introduction. Well, as a company based in Singapore, how have you observed the benefits of the new international land sea trade corridor in terms of reduced logistics costs and enhanced cross-border trade?
Okay, well, I think in the company like us, we operate with the global, customers and also cost regions. I believe the cost, the timing is very important to us. That's why we believe the corridor has streamlined the supply chain, also enabling a faster and more cost-effective operations between like our operation centers and also especially the China important operation center like Chongqing. So this really helping us to improve our competitiveness in the market. The cost and timing is essential for us. That's also allow us to optimize some of our process costs in the logistic and also support our growth in the region.
Yes, thank you, Jinsong. As I know, just your team visited Chongqing last year during the Smart China Expo. So how does your company plan to offer safe and eco-friendly technological solutions to clients in Western China, especially taking the advantage of the new international land sea trade corridor to drive industry growth and digital transformation?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yes, yeah, I was participating in the event. That's a great event. Also get honored to have a talk in that event to talk about the zero defect solutions. So since then, I actually received very good response. So we are follow up on some of the potential collaboration and the customer. So that is our starting points. But follow from there, we also have start to expand our operations into this region. So I believe our forecast of the business goals will be significant in this year.
So in your view, how does the new international land sea trade corridor facilitate stronger relations between China and Singapore? And in what areas are these improvements most notable?
Yeah, I think this is a quite complicated topic. In general, actually, we observe and then we also strongly believe the collaborations is always started with the people to people. People are the essential. So I believe with this enhanced exchange and the discussion channels, something like an event and also cultural media kind of connectives, that will definitely build a positive impact to the subsequent development of the bilateral the relationship and also the trade. So I think, for example, Singapore have world-class quality in manufacturing. Actually, produce many top-end and high standard advanced system equipments, provide to worldwide. So our solution is also focused on the how to continue enhance value in these sectors. So that to be specific, for example, the zero defect solutions and the manufacturing intelligence, all this is I believe is really welcome, and also has the potential market is huge. So to achieve this cost effectiveness and also achieve the solution plus the quality at the same goal used to be a very challenge. Now I think with the technology involvement, we believe that will direct benefit to China customers also. So I believe this strategic position will enable us more effectively explore the business opportunity through this IT facility.
Thank you. Thank you, Jin Song, for your unique insights. Thanks. So in recent years, as we know, China and Singapore have become increasingly connected through various open platforms, including the ILSTC and the Smart China Expo, as we mentioned before. So now I will just show you the video from last year's Smart China Expo, where many Singaporean enterprises visited Chongqing to look for cooperation opportunities, and also including the interview with Jin Song. And we will see the prospects for cooperation between the two countries.
(2023) is the fourth year that Singapore and Chongqing host Smart China Expo together. More and more Singaporean companies using the SCE platform to explore Chongqing market and look for development opportunities.
I'm very happy to be back in Chongqing for the Smart China Expo. Every year we bring a set of companies here, and this year we've curated 15 companies, Singapore-based companies, to Chongqing to participate. We think this is a valuable platform under the Chongqing Connectivity Initiative, which is a strategic G2G initiative between China and Singapore.
3、2、1，请嘉宾们前台，谢谢。
The companies participating in the Smart China Expo find value in understanding how to enter the Chinese market and to participate in the Chongqing ecosystem as well as the Western China region. And many of our companies in Chongqing and Western China find this a very useful platform to meet their counterparts from Singapore and Southeast Asia to internationalize, to 走出中国. So this is a very useful platform to bring two ecosystems together as part of the CCI.
Today we're lucky to meet some of them at the Singapore Pavilion, and let's see what they think about Chongqing.
My company is John Eaton's. We're actually a HR services provider. We provide services like recruitment, consulting, as well as HR management.
Innovative Tech 英爱智能 is a company to focus on the smart manufacturing technology, develop and innovate the technology to close the manufacturing gaps.
A Zurich Group is like the middleman or the bridge to bring together the manufacturer to the customers in Southeast Asia.
We have been marketed for about 10 years, and the aim of the company is we try to build up technology and a platform to empower every teacher and educator and student to create, share, and collaborate with the knowledge management.
We are part of SC Telemedia, and our parent company actually belongs to Temasek Holding in Singapore, which is one of the largest government-linked companies investments. So in NextGen, so over 25 years of experience in ICT component, and we are predominantly focusing on FSI, which is banking, financial, education, finance, defense, and homeland security.
What opportunities you want to gain from this platform?
I think this time our participation in Smart China Expo is really about internationalization. We would definitely like to reach out to more Chongqing companies. This can be done possibly through a few ways, working with associations, working with industrial parks. I think for starters, what we really want to do is bring some form of education in. What would be the internationalization process? What are the structures? What are the framework?
Chongqing is one of the very important industry centers. So have many companies and industry leaders. We wanted to get connected with the local industry here, as well the partners participate in the exhibitions.
We have strong network. I believe that a lot of people want to make use of the internet or data or AI to bring their business to another greater height, and we're using that to help them.
We'll be able to expand our overseas operation as far back as Chongqing itself, where we will be looking at applications, hardware support, infrastructure support in Chongqing and China, and Singapore. So this will actually allow us to actually even push our business operation further inwards towards China.
And Chongqing, yeah, it's one we know there are a lot of the very big, good universities and professional training colleges, and also some of the technology companies here. So from us, we have a few objectives. First, of course, we'll try to find some potential clients here, like universities and some of the schools. And also we try to find some of the partners we can work together to expand into the Singapore and the Southeast Asia market. For example, some of the training content partners who can either providing the ready-to-use content or can customize making some content.
In recent years, Singapore has had close ties with Chongqing, from internationalizing professional management to digitalizing industrial platforms. Enterprises and people in both places maintain communication, and the vision of cross-sector interconnection is gradually being realized.
Well, after watching this video during last year's Smart China Expo, I like to ask Bella, how would you describe the international relations between China and ASEAN member states?
In my opinion, China and ASEAN countries, they are connected by the mountains and rivers, and the people and culture also connected. And we have two sides have a friendly exchange for a long history, and since 1991, and the China and the ASEAN has built a dialogue relationship with each other, and the two sides respect each other and treat each other as equals, and they embark a path of the win-win cooperation. And now at present, the China ASEAN community with a shared future is a vivid examples of the community with a shared future for mankind. And there are two aspects of the China and ASEAN countries. The first one is political and security cooperation. The second is economic cooperation. And the third is about the people to people and cultural exchanges. So I hope that today's dialogue communicate with experts from the other countries will make the people-to-people and cultural exchange more friendly.
Yes, thank you, Bella, for your general analysis of the China-ASEAN relations. So given the relationship of the topic of today, so do you think how the new international land sea trade corridor impacts the ties between China and ASEAN with a focus on Singapore?
As for Singapore, and in April 2023, and the China and Singapore, the government has agreed to make their bilateral relationship to a higher level, and we call it the high level, the four around and high level and future-oriented relationship. The ASEAN countries, for example, the Singapore is the China's neighboring countries, and there is an old saying in the international politics: a country can choose friends, but cannot choose neighboring countries. So China always have adhering to the good neighborly and friendly foreign policies to the neighboring countries.
Thank you, Bella. Well, actually, last year, our team just traveled to Laos and Vietnam to explore the China-Laos and China-Vietnam railways as part of the ILSTC. So now I will bring Dr. Chen to the screen. She is the head of Institute of Chinese Studies, Vietnam Academy of Social Sciences. Well, welcome, Dr. Chen, to our show. Hi, Dr. Chen, but we can't hear you. I think you just mute yourself.
Hi,
Yes.
good
Hi.
afternoon from Vietnam.
Hi.
Yeah.
So please introduce yourself and let us know your expectations for today's program.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm very happy to join with all of you in the live stream today. I want to introduce myself with you. I am Chen Thị Thủy. You can call me Dr. Chen, and I am a researcher from Institute of Chinese Study, Vietnam Academy of Social Sciences. And my research focuses on Vietnam-China relations, especially on culture exchange, education, and tourism cooperation.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Chen. Well, last year, I remember that our team just visited Vietnam, and you just gave us many introduction about the new international land sea trade corridor. So my first question is, how do you see the new international land sea trade corridor enhancing trade between China and Vietnam, especially considering your research on logistics?
Yeah. As you know, a cooperation in trade area is one of the bright spots in the relationship between Vietnam and China. For many years, China has been Vietnam's biggest trading partner, and Vietnam is also China's biggest trading partner among ASEAN countries. In 2018, bilateral trade turnover between Vietnam and China exceeded 100 billion US dollar. Since then, trade exchange between the two countries has continuously grown, each year higher than previous year. In 2022, trade turnover between the two countries reached 176 billion US dollar. So in this context, I think the corridor will play a very important role in enhancing both country trade. It will connect Vietnam with other countries in a corridor, not only China, but also Asia country, even Europe.
Yes. So could you share more about your research within the new international land sea trade corridor? For example, apart from trade, which other sectors have benefited from this initiative?
Yeah, actually, I do some research related to corridor, but not only corridor. It's also focused on Guangxi, the border gate development of Guangxi, and we seek solutions to promote the development of Vietnam Langshan border gate economy. So why are we interested in this corridor in our research? Because Guangxi is considered by China as the major gateway to the south of China, and Binxiang is an important connection point of the corridor. In 2018, Guangxi issued an action plan related to the corridor, which mentioned expanding connection with Vietnam through roads and railway. Currently, 190 of imported and exported goods by road between Vietnam and China mainly go through Guangxi border gates. This has affected the custom clearance capacity of both sides. The congestion of goods between the two countries' border gates happens frequently. Therefore, we think the corridor will provide solutions to help connect Vietnam and China better. Upon growth, transportation by railway and by sea will strengthen the connection between Vietnam and Southeast Asia. And as far as I know, some land border gates in Guangxi, such as Ai Dien border gate, are considering connecting with sea border gates in Vietnam to build a diverse transport network. Because Ai Dien is about 200 kilometers from Haiphong City, Guangxi wants to make Ai Dien becoming a place to import seafood and goods by sea with ASEAN countries through seaport in Vietnam Haiphong. So, apart of trade, I think tourism will also be an area that will benefit from this initiative. In the recent year, plane accidents have increased people's fear of traveling by air. Tours with short distances by road and railway are increasingly attracting the attention of my tourists. Yesterday, I just experienced a one-day tour from Liangshan to Binxiang, Chinese Binxiang, and I had to wait 4 hours at Youyiquan border gate to get custom clearance, and my one-day tour was shortened to a 4-hour tour. One of the reasons is that there is a lot of demand from Vietnamese tourists to travel to China. Even though Chinese custom has 4 ticking lanes for Vietnamese tourists, it still cannot handle the entire number of people. For tourists, it is not a very pleasant experience, but from the perspective of the tourism industry and tourism cooperation of the two countries, it is also a very good sign. It shows huge market potential. So, therefore, if we can have a better railway connection through the new corridor, we can operate rail tours from Hanoi to Chongqing and other locations on the corridor, even to the Europe.
Thank you for your unique insights on this corridor. Just as you mentioned that many Southeast Asian goods like Laotian beer and Vietnamese pangasius has reached China via this corridor. So do you think how has this new international landscape trade corridor made it easier for these products to reach China, and why is this important for both sides?
Yeah. I agree with this idea. The new corridor will make it easier for these products to reach China because of following reasons. First, I think the price of transportation will be cheaper. The cost is about 25,000 yuan for transport one container from Chongqing to Hanoi, and 37,000 yuan to Ho Chi Minh City. Transportation on the new land sea corridor is 10 times cheaper than by airway. Now, the Chongqing-Binxiang-Henei route has been organized to transport goods with a frequency of 2 to 3 trips a week. Goods after arriving in Hanoi continued to be transported to Ho Chi Minh City and Bangkok, Thailand, depending on the needs of the business. The second reason, I think, the time of transportation will be shorter. transportation time from Chongqing to Ho Chi Minh reduced from 15 days by sea to only 4 days by railway. The customs service is quick and convenient, so it has attracted many domestic delivery people to join in it. Therefore, in the coming time, Vietnam Railway will carry out transport routes from Vietnam through China to third countries in Europe, in Central Asia countries like Mongolia, Russia, Kazakhstan, and vice versa. And the last one, I think the market of this product will be more open. The new corridor has been opening up opportunities for cooperation and economic connection with countries in the region and increasing its support for Vietnam. Now, Vietnam has signed FTAs with countries in the customs union, including Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and are also members of the ASEAN countries. Joining in this corridor will have Vietnam increase connectivity and rise export of goods to the above partner countries.
Thank you, Dr. Chen, for your explanation. Well, I think because just last year, our team took a trip to Laos and Vietnam to explore the China-Laos and China-Vietnam railways as part of the ILSTC. So after listening the sharing of Dr. Chen from Vietnam, I will put some materials for this trip, and let's see what our guests think about it. Extending southwards along with the China-Laos Railway, the new Land Sea Corridor Corporation has opened the first overseas branch in Vientiane, Laos.
陆海新通道老挝公司呢是陆海新通道第一家海外公司。过去啊，中老铁路没开通之前啊，老挝的整个公路运输成本非常高，因此呢，整个物资运行的数量规模也比较小。随着中老铁路的开通，老挝从陆锁国变成了陆联国。 陆海新通道老挝公司利用中老铁路，可以将泰国的物资、越南的物资以及老挝本土的物资运行到中国国内。那么主要的成分主要是在西南地区重庆还有湖南的怀化。
This is Vientiane Logistics Park, the terminal of China-Laos Railway cargo trains. From here, the cargo continues to be shipped to Southeast Asian countries. What's mostly important is that it transits shipment between two railway tracks, the standard gauge railway that connects Laos to China and the meter gauge railway linking Laos to Thailand and other ASEAN countries, so to make this place a logistics center. The Chinese company has participated in the construction of the logistics park.
这个物流园万象物流园是我们在2020年底 接到老挝政府邀请，然后参与建设的。我们是采取中国的一些技术，包括修的桥、路，包括库房，给当地就说是提供了一些很好的就业。再一个就是给他们培训了一些操作手，包括电工、焊工，提升了他们的一些就说是个人素质。因为这个园区建设前期就说是业主包括政府就说是计划工期是2年，然后我们走街道任务，包括到后期就说是正式投入运行。 用了1年1个月，因为我们采取的也是就说是我们中国的管理团队，就说主要管理人员。
has a lot of experience in the construction of the public transport system, and this includes the first urban rail transit here in Hanoi, Vietnam. Let's try it out.
我们中铁六局承建了咱们眼前的这一条轻轨。这条轻轨呢，我们是从2011年开始修建，经过10年的建设，于2021年我们正式通车运营，是和越南第一条开通运营的轻轨。今年呢是咱们中国“一带一路”倡议的第10年。我相信呢，咱们这条轻轨呢肯定会增进我们中越的友谊。
Hanoi is a city with diverse culture, a lot of traces left by French colonization, also the long-time influences key to China, like Confucianism. At Strait, we found a Snow King, a Chinese cold drink brand. The local staff said it is becoming super hot here in Vietnam, and it has opened numerous shops in the city of Hanoi, attracting global customers.
It's really friendly people, kind of like China. The culture is.
What are the other foods to recommend?
We like the bun cha.
Well, after covering the video from the Vietnam, Laos and Vietnam, I'd like to ask Bella, can you give us a brief introduction of China's relationship between with Vietnam and Myanmar? Because just we connected today with the guests from these two countries.
Since the official signing of the new international land sea corridors in the 2018, and the China and relationship with two countries become more closer and closer. And in 2020, the China and Myanmar has agreed to build a China-Myanmar community with a shared future. And in December 2023, the China and the Vietnam government have agreed to build a China-Vietnam community with a shared future. And these two community with a shared future are all the vivid examples of the a community of a shared future for mankind. And so the two countries the relationship become more and more closer.
Yes, I think this close relationship also gives strong impetus for the bilateral trade. So my next question is, what are the economic benefits of the new international land sea trade corridor for both China and ASEAN member states, particularly in terms of trade facilitation, investment flows, and industrial development?
These corridors have reduced cargo transportation times and the service costs between the China and the ASEAN countries, and the enterprises from the countries along the route can all have the good opportunities to trade and to investment, and the enterprises also can share the benefits from the sustained economic growth and the integration between the two regions. And for example, from the Chongqing to Jakarta, and in the traditional sea river transportation mode, it will take more than a month in the transportation time. But after the new corridor constructed, and now the transport time will be controlled within the 20 days. So this is very good for the enterprises along the road. And in 2020, the ASEAN becomes China's largest trade partner. So I think this also benefit from this new corridors construction.
Yes, I totally agree with you. That's a great channel, facilitates China and ASEAN member states. Well, last we will talk with Henry from Myanmar, and I will bring Henry to the screen. Hi, Henry.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Henry, and I will be representing the Asia Flair Media Group and Myanmar First Financial Group companies.
Great. So my first question is, as you are from Myanmar,
Yep.
sorry. As you are from Myanmar, is it true that Burmese enterprises have adopted the new international land sea trade corridor to ship their goods? And how do you think this corridor has altered logistics methods and timings?
Well, no, not yet. Not to my knowledge or my research. The Burmese enterprises have not yet adopted the new international land sea trade corridor due to the ongoing conflicts along the China-Myanmar border, particularly city like Muse or the Laogai, which have hindered trade activity. However, the people of Myanmar are aware of the logistic method and eager to start adopting once the situation have stabilized. The closure of this border has not only affected trade, but also limited economic development opportunities that could arise from improved connectivity. The new international land sea trade corridor presents significant potential for altering logistic method and timing once operational. It could streamline the transportation costs, roads, reduce reliance on traditional sea routes, and potentially lower the transportation cost for goods moving between China and Myanmar. Additionally, if a railway infrastructure connecting key points in Myanmar, such as example, China Railway to Muse, the border cities of Myanmar, and Muse directly to Yangon port, such were developed similarly to the Laos China Railway, the LCR. It could further trade opportunity by providing a faster and more efficient means of transportation, stimulating economic growth along the corridor. And this interconnected railway network would significantly improve trade logistics within Myanmar and enhance its connectivity between China, Myanmar, and the international market.
So in your view, what are some of the Burmese specialties making their way into the Chinese market through this corridor? And what significance does this hold for your country and its people?
Well, like I have mentioned in the previous statement, Myanmar enterprise have not yet adopted the international landscape trade corridor, but it was were adopted, especially such as gems, jewelry. You know the Myanmar is renowned for high quality gemstones such as jade, rubies, and sapphire. And second is agriculture products. Myanmar produces like a variety of agricultural products, including rice, fruits, and vegetables, which can find their way into the Chinese market through this corridor if it were adopted. And third, it's the teak and hardwood. Myanmar is one of the largest producer of teak and other hardwood, particularly for furniture and construction purposes. And the fourth one is seafood. With Myanmar extensive coastline, especially in the Rakhine region, Myanmar offers a diverse range of seafood products, including fish, shrimps, and crabs. And third, the last one is also the handicraft. Myanmar is renowned for its traditional handicraft, including lacquerware, textile, and wood carving. And those are the specialty among other specialties that could make their way into the Chinese market via the international sea land corridor. But the significance of this export of Myanmar and its people cannot be overstated. They contribute to economic growth and development, create employment opportunities across various sectors, and foster cultural exchange between the two nations. Moreover, increase trade activity, necessities, and infrastructure development, furthering benefiting Myanmar's overall connectivity development.
Yeah, so as you are from Myanmar's media, what's your focus on this topic, on the new international land sea trade corridor? And how do you believe this corridor has enhanced cooperation and exchange between China and Myanmar?
I think the new international land corridor has the potential to significantly enhance cooperation and exchange between China and Myanmar across various domains. In terms of trade facilitation, the corridor could streamline custom procedures and reduce trade barriers, making it easier for goods to flow between two countries. They could lead increased trade volumes and economic growth by both nations. And trade development in another area, where the corridor could make a substantial impact by providing a more efficient transportation route. It opens up new opportunities for business to explore markets and expand their trade network. It would could lead to development of new industry and the creation of a job in both countries. And let's not forget about the what is it called, the cultural exchange, and extra cultural exchange will get also a boost too. With easier travel and community, we will see more people and people-to-people exchange and culture initiatives, strengthening our mutual understanding and friendships. And on the energy and natural resources, the corridor could mean smoother transport of energy resources between our countries, benefiting both our economies. So yeah, the new international landscape corridor has the potential to really amp up the cooperation exchange between China and Myanmar across the board. And it is exciting time for both of our countries.
Thank you, Henry, for your insights. Well, actually, last year our team also I also had the opportunity to visit Ruili in Yunnan province to explore the China-Myanmar economic corridor. You know, Ruili is a key border city between China and Myanmar, where we also visited many locations such as the Jewelry City and the Chongqing Motorcycle Company. And now I will share some photos and experiences from this trip. So after listening all the guest sharing and the experiences from the ASEAN trip, I think it's time to talk about challenges. So I like to ask Bella, what's the challenges facing the ILSTC? Do you think, including political, logistical, and environmental concerns?
I think some political challenges is that some country in the world have doubts and question China's motive for implementing this corridor. And as for the logistics challenges, some imperfect in the railway and port infrastructures and restrict the construction of these channels. And as for the ecological environmental challenges, some facilities constructed are considered to have a certain negative impact on the ecological environment of the host countries.
So as you talked a lot about challenges, and how are these being addressed?
How to address these challenges? Actually, this corridors is one cooperation channels, and this channel it also is a digital channel and a green channels. As for the political challenges, I think when the China do their best to construct this project and overcome the difficulties and complete this project, and we will find the enterprises and the peoples along the countries where share the benefits from the economic growth and the integrations. And at that time, and the styles will be self-defeating. And as for the logistic challenges, and now the key lake of the western route is being solved. So in the future, it's not the challenge. And as for the ecological environmental challenges, and well, I think what we should do is to study the facilities and the infrastructure and study in advance about the infrastructure's impact, the negative impact, and then we will have some countermeasures in advance to make sure we'll have a win-win situation, both on the environmental and the economic benefits.
Thank you, Bella. I think I totally agree with you that the new international land sea trade corridor is a win-win situation for China and ASEAN. So thank you everyone for your valuable contributions. We've had a fantastic discussion about the new international land sea trade corridor, touching on a wide range of perspectives. Well, as we wrap up this live stream, let's turn our attention to the future. And I'd like to pose one final question, and I will bring all the guests to the screen again. So my final question is, what are your thoughts or hopes for the future progress of the new international land sea trade corridor and its role in facilitating interactions between China and ASEAN countries? And well, let's start with Mr. Chen from Vietnam.
Yeah. As you know, in 2023, Chinese President Xi Jinping visited Vietnam. The two countries have agreed to continue strengthening the comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. This shows the mutual respect of the two countries in their bilateral relationship and will be a very good foundation for the two countries to lift the relationship between the two sides to a new height. And recently, Vietnam and China are promoting pilot construction of smart border gates in Langshan and Guangxi, as well as developing plans to strengthen railway connection between Vietnam and China. These are very important steps to promote connection with the new corridor. The goal of building smart border gates is to improve custom clearance capacity. So I think in the future, the corridor will play an important role in increasing the trade relation between Vietnam and China in particular, and between China and other ASEAN countries in general.
Well, thank you, Dr. Chen from Vietnam. And now I'd like just to ask Henry, what's your prospects for the future progress of the new international land sea trade corridor?
Well, if Myanmar adopted the new international land sea trade corridor, I have a high significant hopes for its future progress and its role in the facilitating interactions between China and the ASEAN countries. And first and foremost, increased trade volume is something I anticipate. With Myanmar adoptions, we could see a significant uptick trade activity along the corridor, benefiting not only Myanmar and China, but also the other ASEAN countries involved. This could lead to economic growth and prosperity for all parties involved. And hence, connectivity between China and ASEAN is another exciting prospect. The corridor could serve as a vital link strengthening transportation networks, and facilitating smoother trade flows between China and ASEAN countries region. This could help foster closer economic integrations and the cooperation among the member states. The diversification of trade is a key aspect that I believe corridor could contribute to by providing alternative routes and access to new market. It could encourage business to explore a wider range of trade opportunity, reducing and reliance on traditional routes on market. And promotions of small and medium-sized enterprises, like such as MSESEs, is something I'm particularly passionate about. The corridor could provide MSES with greater access to regional and international markets, and helping them to expand our other expanding their business and contribute economic development and job. And overall, I envision the new international land sea corridor playing a crucial role in the driving economic growth, enhancing connectivity, and promoting cooperation between China and the ASEAN country. If Myanmar adopts it, the corridor could become a catalyst for opposite change and prosperity in the region.
Thank you, Henry, for your sharing.
Thank you.
And well, how about you, Bella? What's your perspectives on this topic?
I think the overall vision of this corridor is described as three links of the Belt and Road Initiative. The first link is the hard connectivities in the infrastructure, and the second is a soft connectivities in the rules and the standards, and the second is a heart-to-heart connections between the peoples from the joint constructed countries. And if we realize the hard connectivities and the countries where share the benefits of the economic growth and the trade and the investment, and if we realize softer connectivities about of the rules and the standards, and I think the China and the ASEAN countries will reach a higher level in the institutional openness. And if we realize the third connectivities of the heart-to-heart connections, and what people in the China and ASEAN will know a lot about each other and will have a good relationship with each other, and where the country's relationship will be more closer. Yes.
Thank you, Bella, for your sharing. And thank you all for sharing your insightful perspectives. Today's program has highlighted the collaborative efforts of several ASEAN countries, showcasing China's increasingly open stance towards international cooperation. And I think the new International Land Sea Trade Corridor stands as a testament to the mutually beneficial relationship between China and ASEAN, contributing to economic and industrial growth. Well, that concludes today's live stream. Well, Bella, how do you feel about participating in this program?
I feel very glad to participate in this live stream, and I learned a lot, and I learned a lot from the experts from the other countries, and I hope this dialogue, this kind of dialogue, can make the people in the China and ASEAN countries and become more and more closer.
Yes, totally agree with you. And you know, just engaging in such international discussion must be beneficial for gaining more insights. And how about our guests online? For example, Dr. Chen, how's your feeling about participating in this program?
Yeah, thank you so much. I agree with both of you guys. I learned a lot of this dialogue today, and I hope in the future I can join with all of you guys in more live stream to learn and exchange the knowledge about the new corridor or other issue between China and ASEAN countries. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Dr. Chen. We also look forward to more cooperation in the future. Thank you. And how about you, Henry?
Well, I'm actually very honored to be representing the Myanmar, and thank you for inviting me to. And I hope that I could participate in the future and more, and I could learn about our, the ASEAN's neighbors such as Vietnam. And thank you for sharing her knowledge, and from Singapore as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you.
Well, a huge thank you again to everyone who tuned in to our discussion today. And please like, share, and subscribe our channel. We look forward to having you join us again next time. Goodbye.
建设西部陆海新通道是中国政府做出的重大决策部署，是“十四五”规划纲要明确的国家重大战略工程。西部陆海新通道位于中国西部地区腹地，北接丝绸之路经济带，南连21世纪海上丝绸之路，协同衔接长江经济带，在区域协调发展格局中具有重要战略地位。通道7次成渝地区，分别经贵阳、怀化、宜宾，中至北部湾出海口，形成东中西3条通路。以铁路为陆路运输骨干，港口为海上运输门户，发挥区域中心城市和物流节点城市的枢纽作用，辐射范围扩大到15个省区市，是交通物流经济深度融合发展的大通道。西部陆海新通道建设以来，保持强劲增长态势，显示出强大竞争优势和良好发展前景。合作机制不断完善，国家层面成立了由14个部委、中央企业和5个省区市共同组成的西部陆海新通道建设省部级联席会议机制，及时协调解决重大问题，推进重点任务落实。重庆市和国铁集团充分发挥省际协商合作机制和班列运输协调委员会作用，积极搭建沟通平台，加强协商合作。设施建设持续加强，主通道建设有序推进，渝怀铁路扩能，怀流铁路电气化改造，中老铁路建成投产，龙黄铁路续涌至 B 阶段桥隧工程基本建成，贵阳至南宁铁路等加快建设，北部湾国际门户港和杨浦国际集装箱枢纽港航线连接全球100多个国家和地区的300多个港口。2022年，集装箱吞吐量分别突破700万标箱和151万标箱，分别同比增长17%和34%，质量效益显著提升。通道实现集装箱班列天天班，并与中欧班列保持有效衔接，初步形成铁海联运和至中南半岛的跨境班列班车等物流组织模式。2022年，通道开行铁海联运班列8820列，发送集装箱44万标箱，中越跨境班列开行2182列，同比增长14.6%。中老铁路开通1周年，中老跨境班列开行3000列，完成运量1120万吨。服务功能持续增强，通关便利化水平和物流效率不断提升，国际贸易单一窗口广泛应用，多式联运一单制加快实施，沿线地区口岸全面推广应用提前申报等便利通关模式，进出口通关时间较2017年压缩1半以上。2022年4月，全国首列陆路起运港退税试点铁海联运班列成功抵达北部湾港，班列发出后即可享即发即退退税政策，有效激发市场活力，提升企业资金周转效率。合作开放 全面拓展。区域全面经济伙伴关系协定正式签署后，通道沿线地区对外开放进程明显加快。相关省份依托中国东盟博览会等平台，不断深化区域合作和联动发展，通道品牌知名度和行业影响力日益提升，通道经济新增长点加速培育。2022年，西部陆海新通道沿线省区市与东盟国家完成贸易进出口总额8818亿元。展望未来，西部陆海新通道建设将坚持高质量发展方向，进一步提升能力、效率和服务，全面支撑西部地区深度融入新发展格局。
看一下他那边的吗？
洪崖洞也去了，
挺好的，我觉得你们这样
就类似于此吧。
这个放完就可以玩了。
还没放完呢，这现在。
它这个稍微有点延后。OK，